Hi, this is Tim. Today I want to take a moment to talk to you about what to do if you have a flashing fault light on your Micro800 PLC. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We put out at least one automation video a week. And any questions that you have, feel free to put them in the comments. Your question this week could easily be next week's automation topic. So on the front of the PLC, you have your run, force, and Ethernet indicators on the left column. And on the right column, you have fault, COM, and SD. And right now we have a flashing fault light. Now the same as with the ControlLogix, the MicroLogix, the SLICs, I think pretty much all AB PLCs, a flashing fault light is good. That means that there is an issue that you can recover from. Most likely it is something wrong in your program. Now, if you have a solid fault light, then chances are your PLC is dead. The only thing on a solid one, really, they talk about cycling power, but I mean, out of the hundreds of PLCs I've seen with solid faults, I think 2 of them we've recovered by cycling power. So hopefully you have a flashing fault light, because then we can go online and we can figure out what is wrong. So it is still fully functional. You connect to it just like you normally would. And if you need help connected to your PLC, look down the description. I'll have a link to this whole series where we talk about how to connect over Ethernet, how to connect serially, and over USB. Then the biggest difference you're going to see is right here. It says connected. There's going to be a red X by it. But if you click the down arrow to the right of that, one, you can normally disconnect or you can normally switch modes. But we also have diagnose fault. So if we bring it up, it's going to tell us the fault. Now, I honestly haven't seen a non-recoverable fault code because usually you can't get into them, so I don't know what this would look like. But the recoverable faults are the ones we hope we see anyway. And it says here, the plug-in I/O module configuration does not match the actual I/O configuration. And that's because I was previously working with a PLC that had a 2080 OF2 in it, and I went and grabbed this trainer and it doesn't have it on it. So if we go to our Micro820 here at the top of our tree and just double click it, and you're going to see here the plug-in modules, there is that 2080 OF2 that we don't have. So first let's go ahead and clear this fault and see that it's going to happen again. So we're going to hit the drop down to the right of the connected and click diagnose fault. And then right here, we're going to click clear fault. So now we don't have a flashing fault light anymore, but our run LED is flashing. Now what that means is the PLC is in program mode. Mainly for a PLC to be operating, that run light needs to be solid. And this is something that I don't really like how connecting components indicates here, because if we're looking here, there's not a real clear indication whether you're in run or program mode. To know that, you'll need to go back to that Micro820, and it's at the top of it. And right now, our selector switch is over to the program side. So we're going to switch it to run again, which is going to fault our PLC again because we haven't fixed the problem. But I see this all the time. Insanity kicks in and people just keep trying to reset and reset like it's going to change anything. So we switch it over and immediately we get our red X back up here again. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our plug-in module out and download our program. So we're going to go offline. And then we're going to double click on our Micro820, and I'm just going to right click, delete that plugin module. And now let's go ahead and download this program. Now I think this is something that Connected Components does well, is on a lot of them you will have to clear the fault before you can actually download a program. This one you do have the option when you connect to a faulted PLC to clear the fault. So it tells us that we have a major fault right now. The plug-in I/O configuration does not match the actual configuration. And asks us, do you want to clear the fault and continue with the download? And we do. So we're going to download. We'll download with project values. All right, now download's complete, and we're going to switch it back to run mode. And if we look at our PLC, our run light is now solid. So a couple takeaways from this is, first, if you see that flashing fault light, your PLC is physically fine. There's something wrong in the program. If you see a solid fault light, chances are there is something wrong with the physical hardware. Also, once you clear that fault, make sure that you end up with a solid run light, because if that run light's flashing, you're going to be in program mode and it's not actually executing the program. So I hope this video has been helpful. Flashing fault lights can be one of the most difficult things to troubleshoot. So we are going to go into some more details about some of those in later videos. Till next time. Hi, this is Tim.
And this is Amber of TW Controls. We run the automation store. Hey, thanks for finding our channel.
Here's a playlist with some similar videos.
And YouTube thinks you'll like this video.
Please like our video and subscribe to our channel.
And if our videos have helped you make some money and you're not using our products, please consider supporting us on Patreon.
Till next time.
See ya!